Hey guys, this is Nat Nader, and I'm starting a new short story series titled The Holders Series. If you've never heard of this series before, then you are in for a treat. I'll start by reading the origin and then the first entry. Then each episode after will be the next entry in order. I've decided to read these because they're short and I can film them in between work and uni. Now let's get started. In any city, in any country, there's a mental institution or halfway house you can try any of these in. There were 2,538 of these objects, but 2,000 were lost. The remaining 538 must never come together, ever. These stories have been gathered from various sources, many of which are questionable at best, but they all follow a similar thread. They tell the tale of a number of objects, which, when brought together, will bring about horrendous consequences, details of which drive most people mad. The veracity of the stories is always in question. This is how it is intended to be. Nobody really knows if these objects are real, or if there are indeed a set number of objects that exist in the world that yearn for a reunion with their kin. Speculation runs rampant. Part of what makes the Holder's story so enticing is the possibility any person could go into a special institution, ask to visit a Holder, and be forced to undergo a test of power to earn an object. The objects, while powerful and fearsome, lack the ability to freely gather together of their own volition, and so have called forth a need in certain individuals. These people become seekers, their stories as twisted and damned as the objects themselves. These seekers has oft set out for three main reasons: to seek for power, to seek for reunion, or to seek for separation. Their goals are known to mutate and change them into villains and monsters, but we can only hope that one with a just heart prevails over these forces. There may very well be a reason that you have come across this site, dear reader. Perhaps the objects are calling. Will you answer? First entry. The Holder of the End. In any city, in any country, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls himself the Holder of the End. Should a look of childlike fear come over the worker's face, you will then be taken to a cell in the building. It will be in a deep, hidden section of the building. All you will hear is the sound of someone talking to themselves, echoing the halls. It is in a language that you will not understand, but your very soul will feel unspeakable fear. Should the talking stop at any time, stop and quickly say aloud, "I'm just passing through. I wish to talk." If you still hear silence, flee. Leave. Do not stop for anything. Do not go home. Don't stay at an inn. Just keep moving and sleep where your body drops. You'll know in the morning if you've escaped. If the voice in the hall comes back after you utter those words, continue on. Upon reaching the cell, all you will see is a windowless room with a person in the corner, speaking an unknown language and cradling something. The person will only respond to one question. What happens when they all come together? The person will then stare into your eyes and answer your question in horrifying detail. Many go mad in that very cell. Some disappear soon after the meeting, and a few end their lives. But most do the worst thing, and look upon the object in the person's hands. You will want to as well. Be warned that if you do, your death will be one of cruelty and unrelenting horror. Your death will be in that room, by that person's hands. That object is one of 538. They must never come together. Never.